Hello everyone, Rare Model Reviews here, and today we're actually going to be doing an unboxing. So originally I was only going to be unboxing what is in here. Spoiler, this is a P Bandai, well, item. But I ended up doing some shopping yesterday and against my gut instinct, I ended up going into Barnes & Nobles and I picked up a model kit, which I was actually surprised to see. They usually don't have model kits there, but so since I decided to go ahead and grab that thing, I decided, you know what? Instead of doing these as two separate videos, I'll just box them all into one here and make a whole thing of it. So before I actually open this thing up, I want to mention I forgot to include this into the last week's unboxing, or the last unboxing rather. So that one's from the USA Gundam store. We got this awesome Noble Gundam, or Nobel Gundam sticker here, which I just love. I wish I got a second one. So I want to put this thing up with the rest here. It's even a nice little spot for it here. But since I only have one of these things, I'm going to kind of put it into my little sticker collection here and move on. So speaking of move on, let's go ahead and get this thing opened up. Pretty small box and a box unboxed. So if the size of this box already didn't give it away, I think anyone who's seen me in my unboxing so far would know. This typically means we have an SH Figuarts, and we indeed do. What it is, well, since we do not have any names spooling it to the side here, unless you're Japanese, you can read what that says. Only way you guys will really know what is in here is if I effortlessly managed to pull it out of the box here. You got a glimpse of what that was? No? Well, here we have it. We have the Full Power Frieza. So I actually really like Full Power Frieza. It's just so funny seeing Frieza all roided up like this. And it kind of feels like a marry between the final form and then Frieza's second form, which is arguably one of my favorite forms of Frieza. So I just had to pick this thing up. One of the main things that inspired me to pick this up is one of my last SH Figuarts videos did really well. Originally, I was kind of going to stop getting these as much, but I had to kind of give you guys a bit of a reward for those of you who enjoy my Figuarts reviews here. I decided to go ahead and pick Frieza up. Plus, this thing just looks awesome. How could I not? So as per stated, this thing appears to be just as expertly crafted as everything else in this line here. They to pull off all the poses, and it even has, as you can see, the two, I guess you call those destructo discs. I'm not sure what Frieza's name for those things are called, maybe they're death saucers or something like that. And then, of course, I believe they have a unique face for Goku for his, as you can see, the legendary Super Saiyan. So if you were to pick that thing up, voila, yep, definitely a face here. I could see it hidden behind the W there. Now, usually with these things, I do not open it up and show off the parts individually, as that kind of defeats the purpose of the review a little bit, in my opinion. So I'm not going to do that. But instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of tear the tape off the sides of this thing so I can kind of look at the side of the instructions, show that off for you guys. And then I'm going to eventually end up reviewing this thing for you sooner rather than later, because it's just a figure. It's just as simple as me playing around with it and then again showing it off for you guys. So I got the first one, using the second one, getting some trophies, but here we go. So peeling off the sides, show you guys a bit of a spoiler on what to come here. Oh, Death Slicer, that was close. I knew it was Death something. All Frieza stuff has death in it, but as you can see there, it looks like just a little pad you put into one of the hands, and you go ahead, put it on in there. Just changing the head, as simple as popping off a head and putting on a different one. I just love the veins pop out the side of his head. Apparently, it's very strenuous doing this. You have to attach the tail on it. Sounds about right. And again, it's just an option of phase part of Goku getting a sock there, so that's hilarious. Then let's see what is on the other end here. Doing this with one hand here, sorry. Bear with me. Voila. This one's just explaining how to reattach the hands and feet there. So voila, so simple as taking those things on, off. At least for the feet there. They didn't really tell you how to do the hands, but I'm sure it's just the same practice there. So it's very interesting that this is yet another freezer that they decided to do the thing where they have the flat-footed pulses here. I don't know, I guess you call those the toes curl there, but that is going to be about it for the quote-unquote unboxing of Frieza. So we are going to go ahead and tuck this in on camera and then push this off to the side. We don't need that anymore. Yeet. And now we have what I picked up from Barnes & Nobles, the Gundam Era Rebuild. So this is actually something I low-key wanted to get for a while, but I was holding out hope that they'd make a full mechanics version of the rebuild for the Aerial, perhaps P Bandai, but it's been about a year. Nothing on that, so I decided, you know what, if I could justify getting the high-grade Infinite Justice Type 2 and all those other things, despite the fact there's already a master grade and it wouldn't be too hard for them to make a P Bandai variant or a retail release of those things, you know, I could just make this excuse just getting the high-grade version of this thing, you know, like, screw it. I couldn't see them really doing anything else amazing with the full mechanics that would be different from this anyway, besides just being bigger. Bigger isn't always better. So, of course, this is a relatively new kit. Everything is in both Japanese and English, mastered and crafted. Even does this cool little thing with the bits here, or shell units, I should say. I believe they're going to come on a runner like that. I could be wrong. Maybe they have you put a sticker on it. We will see. This thing has the blue beams. I believe they're supposed to be blue when they're lethal, and green when it's like the training format. So there's a lot of people arguing about which color the beams are supposed to be. So there you have it. They're supposed to be both. So we, of course, have some background on Suletta and then a series itself. And again, that's because I got this from Barnes & Noble, so they had a little anti-theft tag there. And I got it for 23 bucks, which wasn't bad, honestly. That's half the reason why I picked it up. The price was reasonable, and it was right there. I couldn't pass up on it. I was trying so hard not to, but it was just like that voice in the back of my head saying, buy it, buy it. Yeah, I bought it, so cover's already off. Let's go ahead and take a look inside it. All right, so opening this baby on up here, taking a look at the first ritter we have a decent chunk of stickers. So just as I thought, it looks like you're gonna have to put that sticker onto the clear black pieces or whatever. I can't remember what the process was in the full mechanics, but we have a green piece. I'm guessing that's for the camera. I know the full mechanics is like that. Still, I'm wondering why it's not clear green. It's just that little metallic green is still not gonna quite look right. But we now have a blue runner for the beam sabers. They also appear to be flat on a handle in there where you put the beam into the, well, handle. So that's same as the full mechanic. So that's a unique beam saber just for it. And with that, we are done. And now it's time to look at the menu. Right. So no need to beat around the bush. We have a bit of a more vanilla looking version of the amazing artwork. But moving on, we have more information on Suletta as well as the Aerial itself, which they didn't give you any information on from the front of the box itself. Again, if you guys didn't see that, this thing was made 2023, right around when Witch of Mercury is still going on. And I hate them for this. It's my favorite. Map menus, I like to call them. They didn't make up for it with this, though. These first 3 pages here are in color. I'm trying to think if any of the other Witch of Mercury kits did this, actually. But again, that is very awesome. Hope you guys did hear that noise. So as for standards, things not going to be too complicated to build, especially with them expertly lining out how to build said model kit. So I definitely can't wait to build this thing. I already have one of the Witch of Mercury kits I unboxed done. I'm working on a second as we speak. So when I'm done with this, I'm going to probably finish that up. And then I'll debate on whether I want to knock this thing out for the heck of it or not. So this is pivotal, guys. This is one of those videos where I actually will like to hear your feedback. If you really want to see me build and review this thing, say something now. Or I start building the next kit there. Michalis was fun and easy to build. So far, so is a Duraball. So it'd be nice to see how different this thing builds from the full mechanics version of the Aerial and its other Witch of Mercury kits here. So thankfully I have plenty of these display bases, so I'll be able to definitely pull that off there, no problem. Yeah, I definitely haven't watched Witch of Mercury enough because I did not remember how crazy and intimidating that cannon of its looked. But the rebuild is definitely super cool. I love the rebuild. I love the fact that I had a little extra blue to it. I don't know why, but I always like my gunners with blue feet as opposed to the red. I guess because it's not done as much. But that is definitely starting to change. There's a lot of gunners with blue feet around nowadays. But that is going to be it. Hopefully this unboxing is a lot quicker than last week's. So with that being said, I thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, you know what to do. And as always, I'll see you in the next video or review.